Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. It is once again time for some neurodivergent memes. Because we love the neurodivergent memes. We feel constantly called out, but we still love them. But anyways, you know the drill. Before we get started, go get hydrated, grab some water or some tea or whatever else you like to drink. And then we'll look at some memes. Are you hydrated? Good, let's go. Internally panicking because I put things off for too long. My brain convincing me to put things off for another day. I still haven't watched Last of Us, and I feel like I'm really missing out. But still, this is too true. What did I say about calling us out? We're already going strong with the first meme. Literally, because you're panicking because you're not getting the thing done you need to do. But also, if you still have some kind of leeway on the deadline, you're probably gonna put it off longer. It's not gonna help, right? Like, you'd be more relaxed if you would just get it done, but you still can't. So this is gonna happen, you know? You know, I can keep my mouth shut, but you can still read the subtitles on my face. Yeah, it's either that or not having facial expressions at all. Like, some days I think I have like no facial expression at all. Like, I'm just like very, you know, just like deadpan, like no matter what happens. But I can't control my eyebrows most days, you know, like most days my eyebrows will be enough subtitle for people to know what I'm thinking, really. Adult merit badges. I put pants on. I tried my best. Avoided confrontation. Is that actually a badge though? Minding my own business. Yeah, more people should strive for this one, I'm telling you. Went outside today. Only watched one episode. Impressive. Only had one glass of wine. Ate a vegetable. Paid bills on time. Some of these are fair. Like, literally, minding your own damn business is something you should strive for. You know, same with like eating vegetables and only drinking like a limited amount of alcohol. That's just fair. That's just fair. Avoiding confrontation kind of depends on the confrontation, you know? Sometimes it's necessary. When you don't know how to end a conversation, so you just like, let me just roll out of here. Literally, because people who can't get a clue, because you're like talking to them, and you need to go, or you just really don't feel like being in there anymore. And you're just like, yeah, anyways, I still have like a lot to do. And you like try to get them to end the conversation, but they just don't listen. So honestly, eventually just walking off or rolling out of there is entirely fair. It's entirely fair. If that's an option, if you're like standing in a very nice way, you can just roll out of there. Otherwise, just look at them and be like, bye, and walk off. Because if they're gonna be rude and keep hogging your time, even though you tried excusing yourself politely, at some point, just be direct. You know, I wish we could make friends as adults the way we did when we were kids. Why can't I just walk up to someone and be like, look at this rock I found, it looks like a potato, and suddenly we're best friends? But wouldn't it work though with like other neurodivergent people? Wouldn't it work if you're just like, hey, look at this cool shell I found, or look at this cool rock, doesn't it look like another thing? It would work, because suddenly we'd be like, oh, you're right, it does, that's so cool. It would work. It would probably work. Not gonna lie. When you feel a sensory overload building inside, but you can't get out of the situation, so you just stand there like, we have about a minute before I feel like I'm completely losing my shit, but you can't get out. Oh, literally, it's the worst. It's the worst when you can't do anything to avoid it, and you just feel it building. And you know it's coming, but you can't like excuse yourself, because sometimes, like, especially if you're like at work or something, you can't necessarily just like completely take yourself out of it. So honestly, having like small ways you can like maybe, I know it only really helps to a certain degree, but if you can stim in a way that at least kind of puts it off further, do that. Because if you're not gonna get out of it completely, that just sucks. My brain, when I try to make it learn something that I'm not actually interested in, could not copy files because, no. Literally. That's just sad. It's worse when it happens with things that you actually, like, want to learn. And sometimes, because they stay in your brain, but then like a day later, your brain's just like, file not found because no. And you're just like, dude, you love learning this thing. Why did you forget that? Just how? My God. The thing about neurodivergent people is that you really can't make any kind of generalizations about them. Even if two people have the exact same diagnosis, their diagnostic traits might not have any overlap at all. As a matter of fact, you probably couldn't find two people with the exact same identical symptoms, traits, and experiences. Each case is distinct and unique. Except with ADHD, where we all just have the same fucking brain cell, and today wasn't my turn to have it because someone in Kerala was using it to lock his car keys inside his car in a way that shouldn't be physically possible. That's kind of fair, because that's the thing. You're gonna find like a lot of experiences from other neurodivergent people that you do relate to, because like it's very similar, but you're probably never gonna find someone who like has the exact same like experience, because obviously we all live different lives, so like all of our traits are gonna be different, all of our experience are gonna be different. But still, when is it my turn on the brain cell again? Because I feel like I could use it sometimes, you know? My toxic trait is that I don't feel any sense of accomplishment after achieving something, just a mild sense of relief that it's done. Literally the worst. Literally the worst. You put something off for so long because you can't get your brain to do it. And then you do it, and while doing it, just like, oh god, I'm gonna feel so great when I'm done. And then you're done, and it's just like, where's the reward? Where's the sense of accomplishment? But it's not there. You're just relieved that it's done, but then you're immediately annoyed again because you have like a million other things to do as well. Why? Why do our brains like to torture us? You know, every time I get a gray hair, I remember that one of my stem cells is like, you know, the working conditions here are awful and I am done. And I respect that from a labor perspective. Management has created a toxic work environment, but I am the management. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't see it on camera. My sides, yeah, you really can't see it, are starting to turn gray. It's not that visible, but it is, especially if I don't have my hair dyed, because currently it's gonna be kind of red still. But if I have my natural hair color, which is just very dark, it's very obvious. I kind of respect it. I feel you. My executive dysfunction makes me forget to eat sometimes. Neurotypicals. I wish I could forget to eat. Just dump them off a cliff. Not literally, please, but metaphorically, absolutely. Because literally, it's not really fun to forget to eat. You know, because our bodies are kind of designed to need to eat. So if you don't eat all day because you just don't, it's gonna catch up with you at the end of the day, and you're just gonna be super grumpy, have headaches of hell probably, especially if you also forgot to drink water or anything. And it's just generally not healthy. What are you doing? Her. How could you forget my birthday? Me. Drink water timer and pee timer, because yeah. Do you have it on constantly? Like, does it constantly remind you? Because literally, I think it would be practical for if you do actually hyper-focus. But the thing is, you have no warning for that, right? So you would need to have this on constantly. But the thing is, if you have it on too often or like too long, do you just ignore it because your brain's so used to the reminder that it just ignores it anyways? I'm curious. But literally, I am the worst at remembering birthdays. If I forget your birthday, please don't be mad. Don't take it personal. I forget everything. Them. Try not to overthink. Me. Yeah, this is us trying not to overthink. But, fun fact, saying to things like someone who's overthinker or someone who has anxiety to just don't think like that is the most helpful thing you can do. Please continue to say that to people. I don't know if it's an ADD thing or a me thing, but the moment it hits mid-afternoon, my brain just starts wailing like, oh my god, where's the day gone? I have wasted it all drinking this single cup of coffee, and I've run out of time to do anything else. Oh, I'm so terrible. Like, bestie, shut the fuck up and do some laundry. It's literally 3 p.m. Yeah, I think it's very common. I think it's a very common ADHD thing, right? Because our perception of time is kind of fucked. Because 3 is like afternoon, and afternoon is basically evening, so the day is basically done. When in reality, you still have so many hours left. Like, literally, most things are gonna take less than an hour to do. Like, if you do laundry, you put it into the washing machine. I mean, then you have to wait, obviously, until it's done, but the actual turning it on and then, like, taking it out of the washing and hanging it up to dry or something doesn't take that long. Or going grocery shopping, or literally doing anything, usually doesn't take that long. Bestie, get your shit together. You still have time. I don't know when you're watching this, but bestie, you still have time to do things. Even if it's like 8 in the evening and you haven't eaten anything all day, you still have time to eat. You better go eat something. I don't care if you pause this video and then forget about it. Go eat if you haven't eaten today. Literally. Go pause, go eat. If you remember to keep watching, that's cool. I'll be here when you've eaten something. You know, I'm at the age now where I can do a daytime activity or a nighttime activity, but I cannot, under any circumstances, do both. To be fair, I think I've always been at that age. It's just that like, especially if you don't know you're neurodivergent, you've probably forced yourself to do a lot of things in one day, because it's considered normal to do that, even though you know it isn't good for you because you always feel super burned out or just super exhausted all the time, but you keep doing it because you're like, well, everyone does it, I must just be overreacting or something. Bestie, listen, I'm gonna say bestie for the rest of the video now, by the way, but really, not everyone can be the same and do the same things. Like, some people can literally just like run around from one activity to the other without feeling burnout at the end of the day. But chances are, if you're neurodivergent, you're gonna get overstimulated so much that it's really not worth it. And literally, it's just okay to go at your pace and not do everything in one day. You know, if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. It's usually really not that dramatic. Okay, Netflix needs to stop asking if I'm still watching and start asking if I've switched the laundry over yet. Because chances are you haven't, have you? You haven't. Go either wash it again, depending on how long it's been, or just literally go out, put it in the dryer, or go hang it up to dry. Go do it. Again, you're probably gonna forget I'm here, but you're gonna find me again eventually, so go hang up your laundry as well if you haven't done that yet. Hard to swallow pills. Trying harder would be possible, but I prioritize not burning out. Yeah, what did I just say? You could literally make yourself do more things in a day. But if it costs you your mental health and also your physical health, because chances are then you're not gonna have any energy to take care of yourself at all. Whether that is eat something that is like full of nutrients that you need, or just getting enough sleep, or enough rest in general, it's not worth it. If it damages your health, it's not that worth it. Well, people think ADHD, ADD, or autism is like, lol, I'm so random. Oh, look, a squirrel. I'm soft and docile. What it is actually like. Okay, I'm bored. Let's rip my fingers off. Happy rocking. Okay, I need to step on this leaf or I will die. Have you heard of niche special interest? Well, infodumps. Why are you rocking? Why aren't you tired? Whew, golly, here comes the depression. TM. Could you repeat that, please? What? Huh? Ooh, crunchy. Okay, those weird-ass invasive thoughts that make you go, at your brain. Not being able to eat. Why am I thirsty? I've had a full 1 drop of water like 3 weeks ago. Okay, literally, I'm watching y'all. I don't know who's still here to watch this video, but I'm gonna send y'all to drink something anyways. Literally, go eat, go drink, go take a rest. You know, maybe open a window if you haven't like seen or had fresh air today at all. Chances are you're not gonna be here anymore, but listen, this is just too true. There are just too many misconceptions about being neurodivergent in general. Because listen, if you're kind of like undercover, like if people don't know that you have ADHD or something, and you just randomly like overhear colleagues talking about someone they're pretty sure is ADHD, oh boy, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. Literally, it's not fun, because too many misconceptions, because people literally just think it's being annoying or constantly being hyperactive or constantly losing your things or, you know, not understanding people at all when it comes to like autism, because literally, fair, people are confusing, but kind of infantilizes autistic people a lot and kind of makes it out like they're all stupid, which obviously I'm gonna have a problem with, because honestly, being that uninformed about something and that ignorant about something and generalizing this entire gigantic group of people is what actually just makes you seem really dumb and ignorant, you know. But anyways, literally, I don't understand my own brain sometimes, because it's like, okay, you have to do it this way and you can't do it any other way. It's like, why? Like, it'd be perfectly fine logically to do it another way, or to not step on a certain leaf, or, you know, like, I can't make myself step on like drains, or if I do, I have to step both feet on it, because my brain's like, you can't only have like 1 foot on the drain when you walk like across it or something. You have to do it with both feet or no feet at all. Does it make logical sense? No, but I have to do it. I have to do it. I'm sorry. You know, I have very selective hearing. You probably just need to pay more attention. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not the one doing the selecting. What? Yeah, what? I love these comics. I hate them, but I love them. I hate them because I just feel, I feel called out, okay? But literally, yeah. The whole, you need to pay more attention. Do I need to say it? Because literally, it's rubbish. It doesn't work. You know, if I say I'm hungry, we got about 27 minutes before I'm a completely different person. Yeah, because chances are you've ignored your hunger for a while. So you're already kind of on edge, but then if you push it further, we're gonna have some issues on our hands. When I'm trying to stay positive, but Susan is testing me. Not really neurodivergent specific generally, because being neurotypical, you can also get really annoyed at people because people be frustrating like that, you know. But listen, have you heard of personal space? Because chances are dear Susan over here also either just smells so intensely of like old people perfume or cigarette smoke or whatever the fuck they've eaten last, that alone is gonna be overwhelming. So Susan, go get some personal space, or at least stay out of mine. Thank you. Have you ever been so stressed that you're calm? Okay, this is my constant state. Yeah, my chill is fake. How are you so calm? Okay, I've passed beyond stress, beyond hysteria, into the grey, misty indifference of complete shutdown of all but emergency services in my brain. Listen. If you've ever been stressed so much that you can't bring yourself to care about anything anymore, even if you normally love a certain thing, you can't bring yourself to care about anything anymore, your chill is definitely your chill is fake. Our chill is, listen, I'm saying you, but I really mean me. Listen, my chill a lot of the time is just indifference, actually. You don't look autistic. Okay, I have dyed hair. I wear the same outfit every day, like an anime character, and I've showered twice this week. What more do you want from me? Yeah, again, people just have misconceptions. Like, it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't matter what you do. As long as you don't exactly look and act like their 5-year-old best friend's nephew who has autism, they're gonna say this shit. Okay, asking about why the rules are the way they are isn't rude. Neurotypicals. They get so mad because they take it as like criticism versus you just wanting to understand. So they're gonna feel attacked and be angry at you, even though you just wanted to know something. I think this is why it usually goes into indifference for me very quickly, because I can't really care when people are like angry at me or like talk rudely to me, because it's like, go off, I guess. You're not making sense anyways, you know? It doesn't register in my brain anymore. Like, it doesn't make me upset anymore. I'm just like, huh. Alright. Is that normal? Probably not, but I'm not actually mad at it. When someone slides into my comments to tell me that I should refer to myself as a person with autism because I am more than my disability. No. Listen. Don't you think that the autistic person themselves can decide for themselves how they want to refer to them, you know? Like, you from the outside have no business telling them that anyways, but listen. I don't think people realize how much it infects your entire being and all the stuff you went through growing up. Like, that changes so drastically if you have autism. That it changes, like, if you would take that away, they would be like a completely different person. So telling them that, oh, they're more than their disability, sure, no one's just autistic, right? Like, I'm very against limiting people to one thing, but literally it would change them so much that literally just mind your own business. If they wanna, like, if they prefer person with autism, that's what they're gonna use for themselves. But most autistic people either don't care or actually prefer autistic person because they realize how much of an impact it's had on them, you know? So I've just started taking ADHD meds to help, and even on a low dose right now, things are a lot better. So I have something to say. All this time tasks were easy for neurotypicals? I'm sorry, what? I spent all this time feeling inferior and like absolute garbage because people could do tasks better than me, and it turns out that's because for them it's easy? What the fuck? Yeah, the most common and least mentioned side effect of being properly medicated is the outrage. Yeah. I think if I had a doctor right now, I would probably switch meds because the ones I'm taking, like, they work really well. Like, they kind of really much just drown out the background noise in my head, and I can focus a lot better and actually like get things down without like the anxiety about it. The issue is I don't know if it's in my head or not. They changed the way things taste to me, which is just frustrating because then suddenly the coffee tastes weird and I don't like it anymore. That's just rude. But secondly, they also just make me feel so incredibly burned out at the end of the day because I don't notice like my overstimulation from sensory input as much anymore. So I just usually end up really burned out at the end of the day anyways. Or like more so than if I don't take them. So I don't think I'm properly medicated, so I hardly take them at all. But still, the outrage is there anyways. Someone, you need to wear more than one color. Autistic me who likes to wear the same color clothes every day. No. Because black is just the superior color. I'm sorry, it just is. It just is. Listen, because when I started dressing in like mostly black in like 6th grade, people kept telling me that I would change my mind in summer or that I would grow out of it. Y'all, it's been like 10 years. I can't do math. It's probably been more than 10 years. I don't think I'm gonna grow out of wearing mostly black. Me to my life always. Okay, please, one ridiculous problem at a time. No, your life doesn't do that. Because either things seem to go too well, or it seems like just like a million things are happening at once. And I don't think that's gonna change, I'm sorry. What my back needs. Listen, I really like deep pressure kind of things and like weighted blankets and like tight hucks. So this seems pretty nice actually. And to finish off, I have one that isn't actually neurodivergent specific either. It's just cute and wholesome, and I love these dino comics. Work was awful today. Do you need a shoulder to cry on? No? Do you need a shoulder to take some deep breaths and remember that work is just something we do so we can afford to live our real lives on? Yes. I hope you all have someone like this blue cute little dino in your life. Because literally sometimes all you need is to, like, because technically you know this, right? But sometimes you need someone to say the obvious things to you so that you actually remember and can like breathe out and let it go and relax again. So I hope you all have this person in your life, you know? So anyways, if you've actually watched this far and haven't like went off to go eat or take care of yourself, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this video. I hope you're hydrated now, because if you're not, literally I don't know how often I'm supposed to say it, so you're actually hydrated. Please take care of yourself. But anyways, I hope you're hydrated. You know, if you haven't actually done your laundry yet, maybe go do that now. You know, it's probably time. I see you, it's probably time. But anyways, I hope you had fun. And I will see you in 3 days to bring you some memes to call you out again.